So today I'm going to be coming at you with a comparison of the two best budget gaming headsets I truly believe. The Razer Black Shark V2X and then the SteelSeries Arctis Nova 1. Both of these coming in at 60 bucks or under. There's quite a few similarities with these, but at the end of the day and at the end of this video, you'll see there are some serious differences that really set them apart. Now I'm going to start this off a little different than most of my headset videos. I want to start with the basic appearance, the aesthetics of these headsets. Taking a look at the Razer one, you have these green wires just flashing everywhere, like this neon green band down there. Then on your 3.5 cable, it really stands out. My personal opinion, I wish it was all black. I think that would be really sleek. Coming over here to the Nova ones, as you see, it's just a nice, subtle design. You got the heather gray on the ear pads. It also comes in a black version as well. So at the end of the day, looking one-to-one, I think the SteelSeries wins the aesthetic. It doesn't look like a crazy gamer headset. In a standalone video of both of these, they got the badge of stinking cozy. But which one is gonna win here? We will pick one. And just looking at them straight like this, you can clear as day see some difference. The SteelSeries, you got the headband up here. Now you got the cloth headband, unlike the Pros where you got that silky kind, but still very comfortable. You got the nice ear pads. You got that sports material, pleather inside. Very, very plush. Some people say a little shallow. For me, my ears don't touch the drivers. Very comfortable here. Coming over to the Razer, as you see, you got that pleather headband up there, but also very plush. Coming to the ear pads, a little bit bigger than the SteelSeries ones, as you can see here. Very, very plush, silky sports material on the outside, not this mesh weave like you see on a SteelSeries. Then you got pleather on the outside and pleather on the inside. But other than just the headband and ear pads, the adjustability as far as comfort is very different across these headsets. As you see the SteelSeries, you have that full swivel, totally flat, a little bit forward right there. They adjust on a standard type of arm, and then you also have the adjustment within the headband where you can move it a couple notches right there. Coming over to the Razer, a little bit different than what we usually see. You got these little forks over here, and then it slides up and down right. Now, I've used my V2X quite a bit right here, and as far as adjusting them on the armband, like they hold their position, they're in there quite firm, but it's kind of, what I say, jerky, or it's almost like it catches here, then it slides a little easier, it catches there, slides a little easier, if that makes sense. But as far as adjustment, I want to show you a little closer. You still do get an interesting swivel on these. It's not solid like you see in HyperX or something like that. They still adjust and form to your head shape so you're not getting those pressure points. By the way, the SteelSeries I would put right on that line of medium clamp force. They're not too tight or anything like that, and I can still hear some of my outside environment. I hear myself talking quite well, again with those ear pads being primarily cloth right there. Coming over to the Razer one, when I take these and put them on my head, I can still hear myself talking, but it definitely blocks out a little bit of the environmental sound. Like I got a fan over there running right now. I heard it with these. Right now, I don't hear it with these on. But again, that's gonna lead to spicier ears since you got the pleather on the inside and outside, but you do get that silky material right there. So again, putting them both on, this is, again, a lighter clamping force than these. I forgot to mention that. But again, with them being so different, full swivel over here, you got them brackets, I would have to give, shockingly, Razer the comfort win here. They're both stinking cozy, hands down. Again, I said it multiple times, but yes, the Razer Black Shark V2X are more cozy than the SteelSeries. How about the build of both of these headsets? They're both primarily all plastic. The Razer, again, you got these little metal arms right there. And when I take the Razer and I stretch it out, I really don't get worried about it. My standalone review, I was a little bit worried about these plastic hinges, but they've held up great. I've used the mess out of these. I let my 8-year-old son use the heck out of these, and they're still holding up perfectly fine. So again, really not worried about that. Looking at the build of the Nova 1s, all plastic. The headband stops you from stretching it out too much further. And why I do that, again, guys, you're gonna be taking a headset and stretching it, putting it on your hand. I wanna find any weak points. I really don't get too worried about these. I love how they have the true fork right there, unlike with the Nova Pros where you just got the one fork, and again, it feels quite premium. So as far as the build, I really don't get worried of either one. So now let's go and take a look at the weight of both headsets. And we have our 3.5 cable attached to our Nova 1 just to keep it fair. Cable's up on the table so we're not getting any drag. Slapping it on a scale, we are gonna get 234 grams for the Nova 1s. Coming over here to our Black Shark V2X, again, cable's always attached. We are getting 240 grams. So again, Black Shark's 240, Nova 1s, we are getting 238. So they're both pretty much spot on as far as weight. You really can't tell a difference as far as weight on your head. They're both incredibly lightweight. Now let's go and talk features and functions on both of these headsets. Quite simple. They're both 3.5 headsets. Bam, you plug them in, they're gonna work across any device, right? You got a mic mute on both of them, you got a volume wheel. Now the Razer has this volume wheel on the outside, which I really like. It's got a tactile bump right in the middle. Really love this volume wheel. SteelSeries is pretty much traditional, right on the bottom, bottom's out at the highest, top's out at the lowest, no middle mark or anything like that. So again, I really love this on the Razer. But unfortunately, back to the stinking goofy green cable on the Razer, it's permanently attached. So if something happens to it, you're kind of kaput. Coming over here to the SteelSeries, well, it's a detachable 3.5. I love that. If something happens to it, you can buy a new one, or again, just take it off for travels or something like that. Now, both of them come with a splitter cable right here. Again, Razer's got the green. The SteelSeries is gray. Since I have the white, if you get black, it will be all black. So yeah, features and functions are pretty much the simplistic that you'd expect of a 3.5 headset across both of them, but I'm gonna give the win to the SteelSeries because we have that detachable cable. That's a big plus. So now let's go and do the microphone comparison of both of them. And right now you're hearing a microphone from the Razer Black Shark V2X, plug 3.5 right into my Mac right here. And when I do the test, I'm gonna leave the volume at the exact same, which is the halfway point of the microphone test right here. Microphone's about, I'd say about an inch from my mouth right here. We notice with the SteelSeries, got to pull a little further out, which we'll see right there. As far as the Razer, I'm still seeing it pick up quite a bit. Now this comes with the included windscreen. Your microphone mute button is right on the back. You don't get any tone or anything. It's just a little click button right on the back right there. The microphone is permanently attached on this, but it's not right in my vision. I don't really see it looking right now. The real cool thing about the Razer microphones is whenever you pull it further away, you really truly hear the sound differences. You want to drop it down a little bit, which now it looks like it's picking up pretty good. Actually, not sure how much environmental sound it's picking up, but again, I can tell it's picking up a little bit lower. As far as my environment, by the way, I have a big light over here with a fan running in, and right behind me back there, or right in front of me right there, I have a room fan running because it is mighty spicy down here. And now you're hearing a microphone from the SteelSeries Arctis Nova 1s, and this microphone is peaking up a little bit here in those certain situations where I get a little bit louder. As I stated in my previous video, pull that microphone out a little bit from you and it's going to start sounding a little bit better. Of course, you do get a little bit of that hollowness, a little bit of that echo of the room, and again, with my fan back there, you guys are probably hearing that slight hum as well. Now, the thing I love about the SteelSeries headset is the microphone is if I get it, retractable in there. It's starting to bend up on me. It's retractable and you can probably still hear me talking. But anyways, I love how that microphone, you can just get it out of your way. And I don't know, I personally wouldn't wear either of these out of the house, but this isn't going to look like a crazy gamer headset if you were to wear it out of the house, because again, the microphone's retracted in there, rather than this one is bam, out there all the time. Again, basic mute button right on the back, no tone or anything, just a basic little button press in there. And this is that microphone comparison of the SteelSeries Arctis Nova 1s to, again, the Black Shark V2X. So I just listened to both microphone playbacks right here before I throw it into software or anything. Now I don't tweak the microphones whenever I go into software. I leave it exactly straight. Again, 3.5 recorded, transferred over to my other Mac for editing, and I just overlay it right in there. I don't tweak any of the sound or anything. But listen to them straight up here. It's really hard to pick one or the other. I will tell you the Razer picked up a little bit more as far as sound. It recorded a little bit louder, which is shocking because I figured the SteelSeries would do that a little bit more there. But both of them sounded very good to me for a 3.5 headset. I don't know if I could pick a win right here. Truly, it was hard for me to decipher to say, hey, one was better than the other. I think they both sounded pretty darn good. So talking about both of these headsets connected by 3.5. Again, you can use them across any platform, PS4, PS5, Series X, any of the Xbox, PC, anything with a 3.5 you can just plug them into, right? And I tested them across multiple platforms, Nintendo Switch, again, my PS5, Series X, and PC, and on my Macs editing videos. So there's a lot of difference in the sound. Number one, talking what they're packing. Over here on the Razer, 50mm Triforce drivers, frequency range of 12 to 23,000 if I'm thinking right. Coming over here to the SteelSeries, 40mm drivers, a frequency range of 20 to 22,000. Numbers are numbers, who cares? How do they actually sound? Just double check myself. The Razer is actually 12 to 28,000, by the way. So just listening to the specs that they're packing, you can almost hear what the difference is gonna be, right? You can pretty much break it up for yourself. And let's kick it off with the Razer with the 50mm Triforce drivers. These things are fantastic in sound. I mean, they're really just something else. The separation with their Triforce drivers is fantastic. It is just implemented so well. Now, I've stated it with all of my Black Shark headsets, whether it be the Pros, the USB version or whatever. They pack a lot of bass. They really do, and that's just that core sound that they're packing is a little bit more bass. And it's not so much, maybe I want to say more mids, because it's a fuller sound. It's not punchy or more rumbly or anything like that. It's just an all-around fuller sound. Really nice and immersive. But talking about being immersive, y'all know I play a lot of Destiny. It's nice because you still get that separation of all the sounds or anything like that. Even with a racing game, that's where they really shine in the racing game, right? Because it's not too screechy, not too poppy, squealy or anything like that. It's just all around fuller, but you still get that separation with the 50mm Triforce drivers. Hope you're following me there. So for competitive and stuff, me playing Halo, which is a game where the footsteps really come to life with more bass, they work fantastic. Me playing Destiny with the immersion and everything going on, it still separated all those different sounds and gave me what I wanted, even again going into a racing game. But clear as day, when you go these from what we're going to talk about with the Nova 1s, you clear as day can tell the fullness with these. Don't take it as muddy or dirty or anything like that. It's just a fuller headset with more body in it. And talking about that, coming to the Nova 1s over here, I don't want to say they're focused more on the highs, because that would be more towards the old SteelSeries Arctis line of headsets, They were always focused more towards the highs. I don't know what SteelSeries is doing here. They got acquired by that hearing aid company. And however they're tuning the drivers right now, it is really good. Again, it's that sound that I think a lot of us can really get down with and really jive with and say, okay, I can use it. Even if it's not your favorite preferred sound, it's a sound a lot of us can get down with, right? Not too screechy in the highs, not too heavy in the bass. I don't want to say it's flat, because you're really getting a lot out of it right there. And it's a really good, true sound. Now, with the Nova 1s, you're not getting really anything different, nothing else fun or exciting. You're just getting that true quality sound right there. You know what I mean? It's like, almost like Bose. You're not getting Bose sound here. Don't think I'm saying that. But you're not getting anything special in Bose. You're just getting such a true sound. Take these on a down level of Bose, you know what I mean? And that's what you're getting right here. A sound, again, we all can get down with. And it does everything across all of them. You're getting something different with the Black Sharks over here. Again, with that fuller, more immersive sound with the 50mm drivers. And again, a little bit better separation over here than you get with the Nova 1s. Now, I did play a lot of Halo with these, and I was perfectly fine with it. Played a lot of the same games, Uncharted and stuff, and it still sounded great within those environments. But again, the biggest differentiating factor, other than even more bass, a fuller sound over here, a more natural sound over there, that might be able to make a good decision right there. But these guys, you're getting something a little different, something a little more exciting, something else you can kind of taste, And maybe you're not looking for that. Maybe you're looking for just that straight up quality sound across the board that, again, you can really jive with. That's what you're going to get over here with the Nova 1s. Hopefully that comparison of sound made some sense. So as you're seeing, the core of both these headsets are quite similar, but very, very different. They're really two different headsets, you know what I mean? And you're really the only one that can break it up right there. What are you really looking for? If you go through this video and look at the differences, you're the only one that can really decide that. I really don't think it's as easy as much as saying, hey, there's $60, which one you're gonna pick, which yeah, you can find a V2X a little bit cheaper because they've been out longer. I really don't think it's that easy. And that's where I want to pull out the Black Shark V2X USB I recently reviewed right there. These guys are awesome and they sound amazing. Now they're just USB, so this is going to be primarily a PC headset, you know what I mean? And using this on PC was awesome. And me being primarily a PC gamer, which I do play a lot of console as well, but if I was primarily on PC, easily go with these over either of these here. Running USB, you're getting a little bit of extra punch in them and you actually hear it. It is fantastic. And they're at the same price at $59. To get something like this, you're gonna have to go to the Nova 3s, I believe it was, and they're at $100. So I like what Razer did here. They got the extra Black Sharks that go USB with the sound card in 3.5, and I believe they're right at the $100 range. What Razer did here is implemented something in the middle and really gave that extra punch. Great move by Razer. And if you're on PC, if you're looking strictly for PC, go with these guys. So back to our core comparison here. At the end of the day, which one would I pick? Maybe you're curious about that, right? Which again, our taste may be different. But for me, what would I pick? And this is really hard because there's a lot of things I like in both of them. You know what I mean? They both got a fantastic price. But since I have tons of headsets and headphones, I like something a little different. I would go with the Black Shark V2X. Just again, it's a little bit of a different experience and it's really fun. The Nova 1s are such a great, if you're looking for that one headset to have across the board, that's where you're gonna go Nova 1s, and I think you're gonna be very happy with it across every single situation or game that you're playing. So anyways, thank you so much for coming by for this very, very confusing and hard comparison here. I hope I was gonna help you out one way or another. I probably lost you halfway through the video because I was confusing myself. But again, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope I was able to help you out. If I was, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I hope to catch you in the next video. Bye now.